Hi, this is Magesh from MyStampGarden. Thank you so much for stopping today. This is the card we are going to make today. This stamp set is from Celebration second release one. This is the one of the Celebration free stamp set. This is the stamp set we are going to use today. Well dressed, a celebration stamp set. Let me show you what are the things we needed for today's card. I selected Knight of Navy as my base card. The card which is cut in the lengthwise and I scored it, and the layering card smoky slate, and the next layer will be whisper white. All the measurements you can see it in the screen, and also it's available at my blog. I'm using stitched shapes die and layering circle die for today's cardstock. I already added the measurements of the stitched circle and the scallop circle as well. I just measured the diameter, so it's easy for you to find out which circle I used. You don't need to confuse yourself. On the next layer I used starburst punch. I'm just going to die cut it. Just using my big shot. And now for the scallop circle, I'm just using the smoky slate cardstock which I used for the front layering one. If you are in Australia, if you need any of the Stampin' Up catalog, just leave me a message. I'm happy to send one. Now keep my big shot aside, and I'm just going to punch my Knight of Navy cardstock. All the pieces are ready now. I'm going to arrange this way. I'm going to stick these two pieces together, and then the next one with smoky slate, like this way. Now I'm going to emboss the hat image. So I'm just using my embossing buddy on smoky slate cardstock. So for that I'm just using the sticky Versamark ink. For embossing we need to use Versamark ink. Just stamping the hat, and next I'm using black embossing powder. Now just close that one. I'm just getting my heat tool. I finished my embossing. You can see the glaze. Yep, but I just messed up here a little bit, but it's okay. Now I'm just fussy cut my hat. Once done, I'm just going to attach all the pieces using stamping dimensional. Now I'm going to stamp the sentiment using the same Versamark ink and black embossing powder, but I just want to stamp in a right position. So I'm just using embossing buddy now. Just placing the DSP just to mark. Okay, once done. Now I'm just using again my black embossing powder, using my heat gun. Going to emboss the sentiment. I just want to show a close look of it, how the embossing powder is melting. I hope you can see it. Most of them already know this, but I just want to show this for beginners. Accidentally some ink from my hand is there on the cardstock, so I'm just erasing it using a sand eraser. A very handy tool to remove any ink from your cardstock. I'm just adding my Tombow multipurpose glue. Once you attach all the pieces, make sure it's centered. Okay. Okay, now attach all the three pieces like this. Okay. Just getting my stamping dimensional. Just add generous amount of stamping dimensional in the center. If you're just adding one or two, you can see some bend there. So I prefer to add 3 or 4. My today's card is ready. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to click the subscribe and the bell icon next to it so you don't miss out another video. See you soon. Until then, bye from Mahesh. See you. Bye.